Okay, let's begin. Okay, good afternoon, my beloved viewers. Let's continue our exercise as usual. Okay, planning and control management, part 4, program progress monitoring, updating, and controlling. Our previous episode was a special topic, session 4. It's about Primavera P6 activity dates explained in the second segment. So our current episode, part 4, session 11. This will be our topic for today. That is progress update 001 regarding about the schedule status report. So we will be preparing a schedule status report. Okay, so schedule status report is a report exclusive only to the time element of the project. Okay, so kindly subscribe, like, and share. Okay, let's move forward. Let's create a layout in Primavera P6. Okay, let's go Primavera P6. Okay, here we go. So actually, guys, I have already prepared this layout so that we can save our time. So this is the layout that I prepared, which we can see here. Actually, all of this, you can find this all on the cost section of the here. You can see here the cost. So you can find it here. No, that is not cost. We are working on the duration. Okay, here, duration. So here, we have here the baseline duration elements. So we took only this durations here, which is for the current project. Okay. So here they are. We have, let's close it. We have here the baseline duration. So we insert it. Baseline duration, that means we should have a baseline assigned in our current project or in our progress update 001 program. There should have a baseline project. So let's check it. So we will look at this one. So we have here the PDLM site detailed baseline program. So there is a baseline, but let's see if it is assigned. Okay, so it is assigned under project baseline. So let's check our project. If it is under the highlighted, and then here under the settings, so we can see if it is set under the project baseline, because sometimes you check this user's baseline and when you assign it here, it is on the project baseline. So if you assign on your setting is on the primary baseline, so you have to assign it here. Okay, sometimes we mislook the location of our setting, so that is why we have to check it. Okay, here we go. So here in the column, the baseline duration, the original duration. Actually, I abbreviated some of the what do you call this? Some of the column headings here because so that we can save the space of our monitor. Okay, so anyway, I have already if you preview it, I have already put the abbreviations here, duration, because duration ACD, at completion duration. This is an acronym. And the variance, var is variance. Okay, so let's close it. So okay, let's elaborate these columns. Actually, baseline duration, original duration, actual duration, remaining durations, all under the durations. So we have here the ECD at completion duration, total float, baseline start, baseline finish. Okay, take note that we are working in front of us. We are working on our current program, which is the progress update 001. Okay, so we have also here the plan start, plan finish, current start, current finish, baseline duration variance, and the baseline duration percent and duration percent complete. So if you look at it here, actually I customize some of the column headings. If you look at it here, the no cancel. If you look at here, the baseline duration, actually that is baseline project duration. So I just abbreviated it or shortened the wordings so that it will save the space of the column. So we have here the original duration, actual duration, remaining duration, the ECD instead of at completion duration, the total float, baseline start. Actually, that is a BL project start. Okay, baseline finish. It is a base BL project finish in Primavera. And we have here the plan start, plan finish, current start. When we say current start, that it's our current period. Okay, the start of the activities at a current period. Okay, we have the current finish, baseline duration variance. We will be explaining this one. We will elaborate every column descriptions in detail. Okay, so we have here the duration percent complete. We have here the baseline duration percent. Actually, in Primavera, that is stated as duration percent of the original. Okay, that means that is a baseline duration percent. So we will I will explain that in here. So okay, let's close and then let's proceed to our next. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's the complete project schedule reports with bar charts. Okay, this is the one we have seen in our Primavera P6. Okay. Now we will be extracting only this column, the column all for the duration from here down to here. So remarks, just we will exclude that. And also the bars, we will exclude it. As you can see, why the color of our bars is green, it is because we are ahead of schedule. We are ahead by 5 days. So meaning total float, you can see it here. If it is positive, so meaning we are ahead of schedule. Okay. Okay, next we have here. So we will extract only those are only in the duration elements. So we have the baseline duration, original duration. So we will explain this. Let's discuss this in a bit detail. Okay. So let's start. So here we come. Here is the baseline duration. So meaning this is the original duration of our baseline program. So we have assigned a baseline program in our current program, right? So this is the data of the duration of the original baseline program. Okay. So next is the original duration. So that is a planned finish less the planned start plus 1. Take note when you look at the Primavera, there is no planned duration in Primavera, only the original duration. So maybe that is the reason why they didn't put planned duration in Primavera, because that is intended for the original duration. That means original duration is the property of the current current program or schedule. So let's see, we will look at our Primavera if we can find any planned duration here. So we will go to durations. So even here, we don't have any durations transferred in here from here. So if you look at it, there is no planned duration here. Okay, but there is a planned start and planned finish dates. Okay, okay, let's go. Let's get back to our. So the original duration is equals to planned finish less the planned start plus 1. Okay, and then next we have our actual duration. In our actual duration, there is a two conditions here, that whenever the for completed activities, when the activity has already been completed, so the actual duration is equal to the actual finish less the actual start plus 1. Okay, but when the activity is still in progress, meaning it is not yet completed, but it has already started, so the actual duration is equal to the data date less the actual start. Okay, understood? Okay, let's move. Now we have here our remaining duration. So actually, when we update our program, there are two methods that we update our progress, right? By using the percent complete, or by entering the duration, or I mean the remaining duration, or having the estimate of the remaining duration to take just to complete the project. So meaning you have to there is one way of updating the progress also is by the one we did before, or the one we did here in our project. We use the duration percent complete type, but the percent that we input is the physical percent complete, so that the remaining duration will be automatically calculated by Primavera P6 itself. So if you trust Primavera to calculate the remaining duration, so that's the way I am doing. Okay. So you can calculate or estimate the remaining duration manually or by using the Primavera. Okay. So that is calculated, remaining duration is calculated or estimated, estimated duration depending on actual progress trend. So meaning if you are watching the work on site, or you have the data that how the progress or the productivity is being executed. Is it moving faster, moving slower? So you can calculate the remaining duration. Okay, next. So we will go to at completion duration. So that is the actual duration plus the remaining duration. Okay. So at completion duration is the result or the impact of the is the duration resulted from the impact of the progress. Okay. Next is a total float. We have already discussed this total float. So we are using the finished float, right? So that is a late finish less the early finish. So we can see it here, our seating. We have our seating. Anyway, actually, we have already shown that before. We have our seating, I mean, our setup on the general under the schedule options on the general section. We choose a finished float as the total float. Okay, next. We have the baseline start. So baseline start, that is the original start date or planned start date of a baseline program. Okay. So what is, this is, where is it? This is the baseline start, right? Oh, here. So that means this is shown from the assigned baseline that we had just assigned. Okay. Next is the baseline finish. So the same thing, original finish date or planned finish date of the baseline program. So the difference only is that this is the finish date and this is the start date of the original, or I mean the baseline program. Next, okay, planned start. So here is our planned start. So that is the planned start date of the current program. Okay, take note. As in our previous or recent episode, we discussed regarding the planned dates. Planned dates for the baseline program and the current program is not always the same. Okay, especially when you run the update, a regular update. So it is constantly changing depending on the progress of the project. So next, we have the planned finish. So planned finish date of the current program. So the only difference is that this is start and this is finish. Our current start. Actually, I just put it here current so that it will be more distinguished. We can distinguish the our program because we have the current program and the baseline program. But actually, in the current program, it is only stated as a start date of the current program. We have the start date, the finish date, the early start, the early finish, the late start, late finish. Okay. Next is the current finish. Okay. And next is the baseline duration variance. Okay. So this baseline duration variance. Okay. This side here. This is only this is my own way of naming the column. But when we say baseline duration variance, it is the baseline project duration less the at completion duration of the current project. Okay? Baseline project duration less at completion duration of the current project. So let me show you. Okay. Where is the at completion duration here? Okay, this one. This is the ECD, right? At completion duration. So meaning the variance is 300. Actually, we are ahead by 5 days. So the variance is what is our formula? Baseline project duration baseline project duration less at completion duration. So this is it. So this is our baseline duration, right? So that is 305 less the ECD. So that is the baseline duration variance, which is equals to 5. Actually, it is equals to total float also. So there is no negative symbol. That means this is ahead by 5 days. When there is a negative symbol, so you are delayed. We are delayed. Okay. Next. So we're done with the baseline duration variance. Next is our baseline duration, or in other words, in Primavera term that is called the duration percent of original. So I made it a little bit simple. So I'm name it as a baseline duration percent. Okay, so that is equal to the actual duration divided by the baseline duration multiplied by 100. So if you look at the anyway, how about if we will do it this way? Okay, I forgot. Okay, so that is the actual duration. So this is the actual duration, right? We will go here. We'll put this is only a milestone. So we have the actual duration divided by the baseline duration, which is 15. Then multiplied by 100. So how much will it take? How much is 10 divided by, okay, 10 divided by 15. Okay, 10 divided by 15 multiplied by 100. So 66.67. Let's see. Okay, here we go. That is the baseline duration percent. So 66.67. So we are correct. Okay, did you get it? Very simple. Actual duration divided by the baseline duration, which is here. Baseline duration and multiplied by 100. Okay, let's proceed. So we are now on baseline duration percent. Okay, let's move forward. So we will be going to the duration percent complete. So in this baseline duration percent, so we are considering the baseline program, right? But here in the duration percent complete, we are considering the current program. So that it will be clear for you. You might, because when I was a beginner also, I am really confused of these terminologies because we don't know whether the term is for the current program or for the baseline program. So duration percent complete is for the baseline program, which is equal to the original duration less the remaining duration divided by the original duration multiplied by 100. Take note, this original duration, you might be confused because this original duration is the original duration of the current program, not of the baseline, okay? Take note that original duration for the current program may change because it is equal to the planned, I mean, it is the range, the duration range of the planned start and planned finish of the current program, and planned start and finish of the current program are constantly change, especially when the program is updating regularly or is updated regularly. Okay, so that means original duration, if we look at our Primavera, so what is the original duration here? Here, not this one. This is the baseline duration. This is the original duration is for the current program. Okay, and original duration is always equal to planned finish less the planned start date of the current program. Okay, so that means original duration, this one, less the remaining duration. Let's say, okay, this one is already 0. So this will be 30 less the remaining duration, which is equals to 22, right? So divided by the 30, how much? And then multiplied by 100. So let's we'll calculate that. So that will be 30 less remaining duration, which is equals to 22. So 22 divided by 30 multiplied by 100. So that is 73.33. So let's look at it. Oh, why it's 73? Why it's 75? 30 less 30 less 8 is equals to 22 divided by the original duration 30. 30 minus 8, 22 divided by 30, 73.33. Why it's different? If we use this one, we will check the baseline duration. That will be actual duration 16 divided by the baseline duration of 30 multiplied by 100, so equals to 53.33. Oh, that is correct. And let's say we will check this one. Remaining duration, that is, let's say 270 less 50. How much? 270 less 50 is 220 multiplied by 270 divided by 270. Okay, 81.48 more times 100. So 81.48. So let's check. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's 81.48. So that is correct. So that means 270 less 50. It will give you 220, and then divide it by 270. It will give you 220 divided by 270 multiplied by 100, so 81.48. So that's correct. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, where this is the last, I think there's no more. Anyway, that's fine. Okay, I think we are done. So let's take a break, guys. We have a lot of episode more to go, more to discuss, So little by little, slowly by slowly, uh, we can finish everything. But I think there is no, we cannot finish all of the when it comes to the planning and control management, there is no end for this one. Okay. Okay. So the next episode is part 4, session 12. Okay. Kindly subscribe, like, and share. So we have here the progress update 001, project overall cost report. So we will be working on the cost report for the next episode. So see you for this episode, and thank you guys. Okay, and our session. God bless to all and goodbye.